Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here again with this book page collaged folio that we've been making, not folio, sorry, journal that we've been making. It's just a super basic, you know, quite grungy, yeah, just eclectic kind of style journal. I'm really not going to overthink this. I'm just going to, you know, stick with the predominantly blue theme that I've got going on already. But yeah, just get kind of working on it straight away. So I'm just seeing what I've got that's laying around the desk that is predominantly blue already. And I've got obviously some bits and pieces like already here. Now, recently I did these inked like photo mats. So I might be able to incorporate some of those into this journal as well as journal cards. So yeah, we might have a couple of those in here as well. It's unfortunate because they're on glossy, you know, glossy photo paper, which I'm not so keen on the glossy paper, to be honest. You know, to me, it just doesn't really look very vintage, does it? Of course, being glossy, but you know, it's fine. So yeah, I might incorporate some of that. I'm just going to kind of layer up a couple of things on here and see what it would look like. I mean, that's quite pretty. It isn't really kind of the grungy look that I'd hoped for because, like I say, it has got that glossy kind of effect. So yeah, I might come back to those. So I might hang, you know, hold fire with regards to those at the moment because, you know, I'm not convinced as to how they look. So until I decide, I'm just going to go in and just ink around a little bit here, which is of course the, you know, the foundation of the journal. I mean, it's super grungy and scruffy. It's not, you know, it's not a neatly put together one or anything like that. This is quite bumpy and lumpy, you know, due to the fact it's the collaged book page. But, you know, I mean, I quite like that and, you know, think it kind of suits this journal quite nicely. So I might start off by just on the inside of the front cover, put some lace just down the edge of here. Now, do I want to go for this one? So this is some lace that I've had for yonks and yonks in my stash. And I've coffee dyed it, but I've got the navy blue and I've also got this sort of brighter blue shade. So which one shall we go for? Oh, it's a tough call, isn't it? Let me just put the navy blue one back again. Oh, I think I prefer the navy, which is weird because I would have sworn that I would have preferred the, you know, the other one. But no, I'm going to go with the navy. So I'm just going to chop it down first because otherwise it's running the wrong way. So just going to then glue that on. And again, I'm just going to use my hot glue because it's just really nice and fast. And, you know, I don't have to worry then about has it glued or hasn't it glued down. It's just, it's done. So there we go. Check I'm getting it the right way up after all that. Okay, so just like edging that pocket off basically. And I mean, that's brilliant because that also reinforces that pocket, which otherwise was sort of quite flimsy. It's now strengthened by just having that bit of lace on there. So it's a kind of double purpose really. And I will just trim that up to neaten that up. Okay, what else have I got here? So I've got some blue coloured butterflies. So just going to cut these out. I mean, obviously this is going to be very heavily, you know, on the blue side. So yeah, oh, sorry, just dropped that one. Not a good start, is it? Right, let's just cut these two. Because they're also, I know they're not blue, but they're going to tone quite nicely with this. So cut this one out here. Yeah, okay, what else have I got? I've got some bits from my Savile Row kit. I'm not sure that I want to add them because they have got pink, which, I mean, you know me and my kind of matchy-matchy. I feel like the pink is like a step too far. I don't necessarily want to have pink things in here, but I'm just going to cut out bits that don't have pink. So I mean, obviously like the couple here, and obviously, you know, that framed butterfly piece that I just cut out, they are, you know, colourless, so they would work okay on here. I've also got some postcards, so again, just going to kind of cut those because we could definitely incorporate those in here like that. I've also got some smaller postcards. Oh, they're not really blue enough, to be honest. Yeah, again, I would struggle, you know, because I wouldn't feel that they're really quite matching, you know, as much as I would hope. So let's just see what else we've got. Got a couple of photographs. They're on a pink background, but I could cut the background off. Yeah, and all of these bits have all got pink in them, so I definitely, yeah, not feeling any of those. I've got some lady lockets here, which again, you know, we've got some blue, you know, predominantly kind of blue, so we might be able to incorporate some of those. We'll just kind of see how we get on. I mean, I just really want to have like an eclectic kind of mix of stuff going on in here, to be honest. So yeah, and then of course we've got the rest of that, you know, this piece that we cut down, so we might just be able to kind of incorporate this somewhere as well, so I'm not sure. And then we've got these little you know, Paris labels, like I say. So let me just pick up that butterfly that I just dropped on the floor. Oops, come out. Okay. Oh. Okay, right. So let's see what we might want here. So I might put just a butterfly perhaps on this pocket, or let me just check where this fold is, and I might fold this down with the bone folder so it's a bit more defined, you know, and a bit more kind of apparent where that fold actually is. Because I don't want to then fold anything, you know, over the fold, if you stick anything over the fold, if you see what I mean. So like that. Okay. So what I might do is put some lace down there, so it's kind of like mimicking what's back here as well, because that's quite nice, I think. So yeah, let's just glue that down. Again, just using my Fabri-Tac. And, you know, I mean, not only does this look super pretty, obviously, having the lace, but I mean, also it's reinforcing, again, where that fold is. So it's just making it nice and strong, you know, because whenever you make anything, I mean, you're going to want it to last, you know, reasonably well, aren't you? So the more layers, the more kind of fabric and things like that that you can have on there, the stronger it's going to be. And then, you know, hopefully that's all a good thing. So, oops. Okay, oops, sorry. Just trying to stick my stick pin back. Right. Oh, I've not used my Fabri-Tac for a few days now, so of course it's now not really wanting to cooperate and play the game. Okay. Just get that down like that. Okie dokie. Right, so I would just stick the lace down over there. Oops. Just checking which way up it needs to go. Okay, looking good. Right, so we've got the lace down there. Like that. Let's just cut that down here. Okay. Right, let's cut out one of these butterflies. And actually also thinking, should we have one of these Paris labels just on here? I wonder if we could even have it layered with a postcard. So let's just cut the postcard down. And the postcards are just a postcard set that are in my shop, and the Paris labels, they're also another little set that's in my shop as well. So in case you were kind of looking for them, they're all, you know, listed in my shop. So I mean, we could even have it layered like that, to be honest. Just checking that that's, yeah, going to hold up okay, because we don't want to put anything on there that then is going to be, you know, a little bit too flimsy and not really hold out. So yeah, but this should be okay. So I'm going to just glue this one down here you know, because just because you make a basic journal, you know, you can still have lots of things going on. It doesn't have to be, you know, basic doesn't necessarily mean plain. It just means we're not going to have a ton of really fancy folds and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to mean it's plain. We're just not going to have lots of fancy tucks and spots. We're going to have kind of more this kind of thing. So, yeah, more like flat sort of pockets, I guess. But hopefully, you know, it's still going to turn out super pretty and, you know, still have like tons and tons of areas to put things and to tuck things in. So it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, boring or, yeah, not pretty or any of those things. So just pop that one down here. Okay, right, liking how that looks so far. So just to, you know, that's just to give it a bit of interest, really. So that's those. I mean, I have to say, it looks really vintage and gorgeous already, doesn't it? You know, and we've not even really kind of stuck anything down so far. So, yeah, so far so good. Right, let's just take one of those butterflies. Oh, it's a really weird day today. It was like boiling yesterday. And today I thought was supposed to be much the same, but actually it's quite overcast. I mean, I have to say, you know, without meaning to sound like a moaner, it's quite nice. It's quite a relief to have it a bit cooler. You know, I find it a little bit too hot, to be honest, when, you know, when it's hot. I know loads of you comment all the time about where you live and it's like super hot, so I must just sound like such a big girl's blouse because I can't handle any form of heat whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, I know loads of you are dealing with really hot temperatures. I don't know how you cope. I definitely wouldn't be able to, that's for sure. Right, so let me just hold that down with the scissors. Just wondering, do I want the butterfly on and here? Yeah, I think I do. So again, just going to ink that up. You know, I want everything to look very grungy on this journal. So yeah, just ink this butterfly. Oops. Okay. Yeah, like that. So we'll just then glue that one down. Okay. Right, okay, so now what I want to do is obviously glue this pocket down. I should have probably just done this with the sewing machine, but yeah, I mean, I didn't, so it's a bit late now, but that's fine. I'm going to just hot glue it down. Again, I'm using hot glue because it's just nice and quick. You know, and I say this all the time, but I mean, honestly, when you're doing a video, you just want to make sure that things are quite quick and that they're stuck down. Okay. And I might just, again, edge that with a bit of the blue lace. And then that ties it in with the facing page. So that's, you know, that's quite nice then, isn't it? So again, just going to go down here with some hot glue and just pop that down. Okay, right, let's just trim that. Okay, looking good. Right, let's just see whether we want anything else. I mean, this might be quite pretty, so let me just cut this out. Okay. Like that. Oops, nearly done. Yeah, this had just been sat on the floor for weeks, I have to say. I'd kind of done the base and then I just had loads of other things like on the go and I kept thinking, oh, I must get back to that. And yeah, I still didn't. So yeah, I'd kind of lost, you know, memento. I couldn't really remember what my initial plan was for this, you know, book page collage piece. But I have to say, I mean, it looks really pretty. I'm quite loving you know, revisiting it or, you know, coming back to it, to be honest, because it is very pretty. Right, just wondering whether I want to have a bit of book page. Again, just going to ink that up so it's a bit better. And keep him. Okay, let me just tear that down slightly because it's quite wide at the moment. Okay. Yeah, that's quite nice. So let me again just kind of squish that down so as it stays. And I'm just going to see if I want any lace. Maybe even on the other side so as it's kind of overhanging the pocket a bit. Like that. Yeah, that's probably quite nice, isn't it? So I'm just going to glue this down. I mean, this is complete overkill. I'm just using hot glue to glue this down, which of course, not necessary at all to use hot glue for something like that. But I'm just doing that so that then, you know, I can be like very, very quick with the gluing. So then just take this piece and again, just glue the whole thing straight down onto here. Oops, like that. And that's just then held that lace in place as well. So it's quite nice, isn't it? Okie dokie. And then going to obviously put something into each of the pockets. So again, you know, because I'm just trying to keep this super basic, I mean, we could just have kind of something like this in the pockets. I would have quite liked to have had the postcards, but unfortunately, hadn't actually realised, but they've got stuff on the back of them, so that's a bit annoying. Let me just see whether I've got some plain... I haven't really, but what if we have something like this? And what if we fold it round? Okay, yep, quite liking this. And I'm thinking we could then cut this down so as we get a couple of pieces going out of this. So this is some of my collage page that's in my shop. And it's got those faux stamped pieces on it, which is quite nice. So again, just trying to make this nice and grungy, I'm just going to ink this all around. Whoops. Like that. We'll just ink this section as well. Okay, I will ink the back because obviously this is just a tucked in piece, you know, you're going to see the back, of course, when you know, pull it out. So yeah, I want to make sure that the back's nicely inked as well. Okay. Okie dokie, all around there. And then a bit more here. And then we just do this section here. Okay, and then probably I want to incorporate something blue onto here so that we've kept the theme from the front. So I think what I'll do is I will put something blue. Let me see what I've got here. So, oops, not the red. Definitely not the red. Okay, let's just see. I mean, to be honest, I could just kind of do something like that. So we've just got a sort of hint of blue poking out. And then we could again have some more of this blue lace or something running down the side. It's not quite right, is it, to be honest? But I'm trying to just, you know, use things that I've got laying about rather than have to search for other things. Yeah, very much just working with what's actually here beside me at this point in time. So, yeah, invariably, it might not be the right stuff. Which is fine, but I mean, you don't want to use things that you really don't like because then, you know, you're never going to then like the actual journal, are you? You know, if you've used things that you think, oh gosh, I really don't like that. Let's try this instead, because this would hopefully sit a bit better in there. Right, let me cut this down. And I'm going to just ink this up around the edges. Because again, you know, really going for the grungy kind of look here. So, yeah. Okay. So if she was to go on here, and now weirdly still thinking actually it looks better with it kind of at an angle like that. Oh, do you know what? I actually preferred, I think, the photo, which is so odd. I didn't really think I would, but yeah, I actually think the photo looked better. Yep, I do. Weird. I mean, I have no idea why, but for some reason that photo actually looks better on there, even though it's kind of completely the wrong shape. And then this mat here, this is just like a piece from my Perfect Pockets set 4. It's one of the little mats, you know, to be layering up and matting the pockets. So again, this was like floating on my desk from something else that I've been doing. And I just thought, oh, actually, you know, that's going to go really well. So yeah, we'll just put that on there, and then we will just pop this photo down. And in fact, we could probably put this photo as a pocket. Honestly, sometimes I think, why do I do this to myself? Because I make so many things pockets that literally I'm making one thing to put into a pocket, if you see what I mean. And then I've made another pocket during the process of making something to put into that pocket. So it's then never ending, because then I have to make something else now to slide into here. Which, why would I have done that? That's just ridiculous, isn't it? Right, do I want that? Or again, just going to pull in that slightly brighter blue and see whether we might prefer the brighter blue for this one. Oh yeah, I think the brighter. So let me just cut this down. And then I'm just going to cut it here. And actually, I think you can kind of tear this now. Like that. Okay. And we can just edge that like that. Oops. It's very kind of folded up, unfortunately, kind of curled up. That's okay. Right, so let's just, again, glue this down. So again, just using my hot glue, running some hot glue straight down the edge, and then just get this glued in place, like that. Okay. Like that, and then just trim off the bit here, and then all I'm going to do is just round these corners so as it looks a little bit more, you know, a bit more like it's a piece of ephemera rather than just something I've knocked up in a couple of seconds. So, you know, from floating about on my desk, it looks just a bit more, you know, like a bit more care's gone into it, really. So one, and this side, whoops. Sorry, it's not really squashed down enough to actually go into my corner rounder. Right, there we go. And then obviously it opens out, and then, you know, could either attach some pages in there or put some like little pockets in. So for instance there, again, I would then be making a rod for my own back, because of course then I would have to fill those pockets. But, you know, that being aside, you know, beside the point. I've got these, which again, these are another collage page that are in my shop. So just wondering whether I could have those as the pockets. So let's just see. Well, they're quite nice, aren't they? Yeah, I might have to do that, I think. So yeah, let's just quickly... Yeah, I'm going to pop this one down here. So again, just my rubbish version of measuring this. So I'm just going to literally take this down here. Like that. Okay. So that's going to be the pocket here. Like that. And again, I'm just going to round these corners and then it doesn't matter if they go near the corners, if you see what I mean, because they're then rounded anyway. So that one, and then let's do one in the middle and one on this side. So actually we'll do the one in the middle in a moment. So let me just move this across. So that one, just want to again fold it in to about there. Okay, like that. Cut that down. Okay, again just round those corners. Okay, and that's going to go there. So yeah, I'm going to ink these up actually before gluing them in, because I'm just going to, again for speed, just hot glue them, which, yeah, if I just you know, come to ink them up afterwards, I might come unstuck because they will then be lumpy. You know, the hot glue has a kind of lumpy effect. So yeah, I'm going to go for this one. So again, just take it down there, fold it over where I roughly want to have the pocket, that size, squish it down, and then just, yeah, cut it down there. Okay, right, round those corners, one, and that one. Right, I'm just going to quickly ink these up before gluing them on. So let me just pop this on my lap out the way. I'm running out of space here. Again, I mean, my desk's such a shocking tip. I'm in the middle of a series. I don't know whether, yeah, I seem to have veered off and stopped filming that series for the moment. So, but yeah, the intention is I will be coming back to it. But I'm doing another What's on My Desk, you know, series. And yeah, I mean, in fairness, I don't know which order the videos will all be going up in. So it might be that that series has actually been finished and gone out before this video. Who knows? But at the moment, I've kind of halted the process of that series because during the course of filming that series, I then obviously did loads of other projects, which then absolutely swamped my desk. So it seems like my desk has never, ever been so messy. So of course, then I couldn't kind of continue with the series because actually there was new mess compared to what had even been on there in the first place, if that makes sense. So yeah, I had to kind of quit filming that particular series, and I will hopefully come back to it. Right, so again, I'm just hot gluing this down for the purposes of, you know, doing a video, and it's just super quick and easy. So there's that one. Okay, and then we're going to have this one on this side. So, I mean, you can probably see, but already, you know, although this is going to be a super basic journal, you know, we're not going to have a load of, you know, ton of clever things going on. It's going to have a lot of journaling space because, I mean, obviously we've got quite a few pages in the actual basic journal itself, and they're all predominantly plain, you know, plain pages. But we're also going to have a lot of, you know, pullouts and things like that. So, you know, because actually I'm keeping it all very plain and simple, we're going to actually end up with an incredible amount of journaling space, hopefully anyway. I mean, famous last words, obviously. You might find out it's not going to have the amount of journaling space that I hope, but I mean, hopefully it's going to. So, I mean, this feels lovely, this piece that I've just made. It's got a really nice chunky kind of vibe going on. I'm just wondering whether I want to have any kind of stamp anywhere. I do love a postage stamp, I must say. So yeah, let's just pop that down. Okay. Okay, right. Looking good. Okay, so that's that. Just see whether we want any lace across those pockets. So again, just bringing in either of those blues actually, but let's just see. Don't think it really needs it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think it's kind of doing okay without. So I don't think I'm going to add any lace on there. I've just checked whether I want to have any kind of coming down here, because that's quite nice how that looks then stepped. So I might do that running down the side. So again, just going to take my hot glue and go straight down this edge like that. And it's quite nice because not only is it stepped, I mean, it's the same lace, but it's obviously different shades. One's the navy blue and one is that sort of royal blue. So it's got quite a pretty effect going on, hasn't it? Like that. Really, really nice. Okay, right. So let's just quickly pop a couple of bits into those pockets. So again, I have got one of these journaling cards. Oh, it's too wide to fit into there. So, I mean, what I could do is we could just make like 3 tags from here. So let me just cut that down, and we'll just cut this one down as well. Like that, okay. And then just, okay, let's just check which way up I would have these. Like that, okay. So yeah, I mean, we could just literally have these kind of in here as little tags. So I think what I'll do is I will just make them tag shaped. So I just kind of put them like this, and then hopefully I'm going to make an okay job of this. Who knows? Stranger things have happened, right? Oh dear. Oh dear. That's what comes of being lazy and trying to do all 3 at once. Well, they're not too bad, to be honest. Right, so I'm just going to bin those bits, and then we could just ink these up. I mean, to be honest, what we could do is ink these in blue. Oh, right, let me find a blue ink pad before I contaminate my ink pad here. So hold on. Right, like that. Just so that this is a sort of quick and easy way of incorporating that blue onto these, if you see what I mean. So without having to actually stick anything on them, they've now got the blue going on that just ties them in with the rest of the journal and the rest of that little pocket. So don't they look cool? You know, and how easy was that to just incorporate a bit of blue going on there? Yeah, love that. Okay, so that's my little pull-out insert that, I mean, to be honest, I could even put a bit of blue ink in around there. Okay, maybe a little bit here on the back. I don't want to smother it in blue, but you know, just the odd little bit, I think, would be kind of nice. So yeah, and then maybe a little bit here as well. Okay. Yay. Right, I'm just going to quickly ink down here actually a bit of blue, because otherwise we've got like a lack of blue going on at the bottom. There we go. Right, let's get rid of this off of the table. So I'm just going to pull the journal back in. It's just sat on my lap at the moment, and we will just pull it back in. So we've got this little insert, which, you know, could put in either this or this one. I was thinking this one really. So yeah, it's just kind of gone into that pocket. And then, like I say, we have still got these couple of pockets, which now, you know, we don't want to kind of have all fancy things, if you see what I mean, pulling out. So for these, we can easily just put in a couple of, you know, just digi journal cards. So again, let me just ink this one up. Okay. Oops. Made a terrible job of inking that up. Which, yeah, that's not very good. Sorry, just trying to spot my other ink pad. Okay. So, yeah, and we just ink this journal card up. You know, because I just really want this whole thing to have this really super grungy kind of look and feel to it. So, yeah, let's just go for that like that. that can just slip into here. And then obviously in these ones, again, might just go for a little brown one there. So again, just ink this up, making it nice and grungy. And then on the other side as well, where it's completely white. Don't want it completely white. So we just get rid of that. Okay. And actually, again, just wondering whether I might want to ink up with a little bit of blue on this one, just to bring that blue in. So yeah, maybe just a little touch of blue, you know, in one or two areas. So yeah, maybe kind of just like that. That just looks super pretty now, doesn't it? So hopefully that's kind of picked up on camera. And that one I can just pop into there. And don't forget, we did make that into a little pocket as well. So again, just to be like super lazy, I'm just going to put one of these in here. So, oops. Oh, can't even get this one in now. It's just getting hooked up on the lace and things. So I probably need something even thinner, to be honest. I mean, I could put this in, but yeah, I mean, obviously it's not a journaling card. So, yeah, I probably need to make something else for that. So I might have to fill that one, you know, at a bit of a later stage. But anyway, so we have got those pockets all going on. So I'm just going to pop that one into there. And remember that that one needs something else in. So yeah, I hope that you like how the journal's coming along. I mean, you can probably see it already, it's bulking out, you know. So that's why we wanted this bit of sort of stretch rim for this to go round. You know, the chances are I'm going to get so far in and then think, oh no, it's getting way too fat, and have to really rein it back on my embellishing. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm loving it so far, I have to say. Love the colours, love the blues and the browns. They just look really pretty, don't they? So yeah, I hope that you like it and maybe are feeling inspired to create something similar. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. So thanks very much for watching and see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.